Good morning, students. Today we are going to read our next chapter, chapter number 11, that is Chocolates in Your Dreams 2. It is a 3-act play and it is written by Dileep M. Salvi. So let's start the chapter. This is a pre-reading task for you people. Question number 1 is, work in group of 4 and make a list of the various forms in which you eat chocolate. And B is, a few junk foods that you and your friends like to eat. Narrate an interesting dream you recently had. So in first, obviously you are at your home, so you cannot do it in groups, so do it by yourself. So the various forms in which you eat chocolate. So you have to write down the names in which write down the names of those food items which are made up of chocolate, or you eat chocolate in them. For example, cakes, for pastries, like that. And then you have to make a list of the junk food that you and your friends like to eat. You know what is junk food, like pastries, obviously, momos, noodles, so that kind of a junk food. So you have to make the list of your and your friends' favorite junk food, and you have to narrate an interesting dream you recently had. If you had an interesting recent dream, you have to narrate it to your friends or your family. Now read the following play and find out how dream changes the lifestyle of a young boy, Gopa, completely. So this chapter is about a young boy named Gopa and how his dream changes his lifestyle. So we will find out when we read the chapter. So here are some major characters. How many characters are there? There are 4 characters. First is Mrs. Dev, a woman in her late 30s. So Mrs. Dev is a woman of 37 or 38 years old. And then Gopa is Mrs. Dev's son. He is 10 years old. And then alien, height of that of Gopa. So there is an alien in the chapter who has a similar height to Gopa. Then a shopkeeper. Shopkeeper is an elderly man in his late 50s. So shopkeeper is about 57 or 58 years old. So these are 4 characters in the play. So now Act 1. So as I have told you that this chapter is 3-act play. So there are 3 different acts here. So first act is a confectionery shop. Mrs. Dev and Gopa are looking at the variety of things displayed in the shop. The shopkeeper is around putting things in order, occasionally glancing at the two. So the setting of the first act is done in a confectionery shop, a general store where everything is available. It is done there, and Mrs. Dev and Gopa are looking, and they are in the shop, both of them, and they are just looking at the variety of the things that are displayed in the shop, that are kept in the shop, and they are just checking out those all things. And the shopkeeper is putting things in order, and he is occasionally glancing. He is just looking at 2 of them in the middle of his work. What they 2 are doing, what are they looking at the things. Shopkeeper is just keeping an eye on both of them, on Mrs. Dev and Gopa. So now here dialogue started. First is the Gopa's dialogue. Gopa, mummy, I want that chocolate. Obviously they both are in the shop, they are just looking at the thing. So when Gopa saw a chocolate, so what he said that, mummy, I want that chocolate. He has seen some chocolate in the shop, and he is demanding that chocolate only. Then he says that, I want that particular chocolate. Then Mrs. Dev says, oh no, Gopa dear, no. And his mother just refused his demand, that, oh no, Gopa dear, I cannot buy you a chocolate. And then Gopa again says, I want it, that's all. Gopa says that, I want that chocolate, that's all. That is all for me. You have to buy it no matter what. And then Mrs. Dev says, stares at Gopa for a moment and then continues to look at the displayed item. So Mrs. Dev just give him a stare, give him a look. Sometimes you demanded something when you are in shops, you demand something and your parents really don't want to buy it for you. So what they do, they just stare at you, which makes you realize that yes, your demand is not going to be fulfilled, and you just keep mum. But here when Mrs. Dev give him a look, give Gopa a look, and he just stares her for a moment. Stare means ghurna. He just stared for a moment, and then she just continues to look at the items. But Gopa had no effect of that look which is given to him by his mom. So what he said again, mummy, I will create a scene, you know me, don't you? And then he threatened her mother that, you know that I am going to create a scene here, you know me very well. So create a scene means that he will do something that will embarrass her mother. Like you have seen small kids, you have grown up now, you have seen small kids, if their demand is not fulfilled, what do? They start crying, they start jumping, they start throwing tantrums, they will lie on the floor, they will cry. So he said that I'm going to do the things like that which will embarrass you, which will make you feel shame, so you have to buy for me, otherwise I'm going to do this all things. So then what Mrs. Dev says? She says, yes, I know you very well. After all, I have given birth to you. Mrs. Dev says that, yes, I know you very well. You are my son, and I know that what can you do. And then then Gopa said, what are you saying? Mrs. Dev says, no, go ahead. She said that, no, I am not saying anything, just go ahead. And then Gopa again says that, Mummy, I warn you. Gopa says that, Mummy, I am warning you again that I am going to do something which will embarrass you, so just buy me a chocolate. And then Mrs. Dev says, my dear, you have already warned me. So Mrs. Dev says that you have already told me that we have read here that he told her mother that he is going to create a scene. So that's why Mrs. Dev said that you already have told me that you are going to create a scene, so just don't repeat it again and again. Mrs. Dev knows her son very well, though she was not affected by his warnings again and again. He's giving warnings to his mother. So then Gopa said, but Mommy, I like the chocolate. Then Gopa again says it, but I like that chocolate, so I have to have that chocolate. So then Mrs. Dev says, I know that, my dear, that I know that you like that chocolate. Mrs. Dev knows her son very well, that he likes chocolates very much. So whatever he sees the chocolate, he always wants it. So she said that I know very well that you want a chocolate. I know it very well. So then Gopa said that I want it. Start jumping up and down. So he started like behaving like those small kids who does that. So what he said, he was just jumping up and down, which is shown in the picture here. He's jumping up and down, and he started screaming that I want it. He was just again and again just repeating one sentence only, that I want it, I really want it, you have to buy it for me. And then the shopkeeper came in the scene. Shopkeeper came, he approached the two. He came closer to the two, the Gopa and Mrs. Dev. Oh madam, why don't you buy it for him? Then shopkeeper says, why don't you buy a chocolate for him? You should buy a chocolate for him because he is now making noise there. So he just said very politely. Then what Mrs. Dev says, oh Shyamji, he always wants something when he enters a shop. Then then Mrs. Dev says that, oh Shyamji, now here we are introduced with the name of the shopkeeper. What is the shopkeeper name? Shyam. So Mrs. Dev said, Shyamji, that I know what he does, that he always wants something whenever he enters a shop. Whenever he enters any shop, he really wants something to eat. It can be anything like sweets or anything, but he really demands anything in the shop. So then shopkeeper, oh madam, he is just a little boy, not like any other boy. So shopkeeper says that, madam, he is just a little boy, not any other little boy. He is just demanding a simple chocolate, so you should buy that chocolate for him so he can have it. And then Mrs. Dev says, oh, you don't know him. Mrs. Dev said that you really do not know him. I know him, how he behaves. He does this all the time, so I am not going to buy this chocolate. So that's all for today. Just read the chapter, okay? Read it carefully.